Hi there, everyone. It's Michael Palmer with another in a series of video blogs that I've been doing, seems like forever, but one on each of the books I've written, and in hopes that you'll get interested in the backlist and interested in the book A Heartbeat Away, which is coming out in February, and which I'm going to do as much as I can to publicize on the fan page. Uh, and also, we're, as you know, running a contest with quizzes. And the quizzes are only to make sure that you've at least paid attention to the video. Um, and I don't know exactly what we're going to do about prizes yet, but we're getting close because today we're going to talk about The Last Surgeon, which is my most recent book published in February of 2010. And it's done incredibly well in hardcover. It was on the New York Times list and extended list for quite a while, and it will be coming out in paperback very shortly, around the 1st of January, as a sort of springboard for A Heartbeat Away. Uh, the question which we'll ask for this one, which you can answer, is what is Nick's sidekick's name in who rides the van with him in The Last Surgeon? And the answer is Junie, Junie. She's a nurse, and her last name is Wright, but you don't have to include the last name. I'll take Junie as an answer. We still are having a tremendous number of entries, which is great fun, and a lot of you have gotten all the right answers. So the answers are on the fan page. You can check them out there, and by just listening to the video, you can get all of them. So I'll keep you posted about that. Now let's take a couple of minutes. I'll tell you about this book, which was just a lot of fun for me to write. It began with a plane flight that I took to Washington, D.C., and I sat next to an ex-Marine who started talking to me, because I'm a doctor, about his PTSD, his post-traumatic stress disorder, as a result of fighting in Afghanistan. And subsequently, actually, he went to Iraq. It was terrible for me to listen to him, and I became more and more convinced that I should be writing a book about post-traumatic stress disorder and its consequences. And I did. Deciding you're going to write about PTSD is the rhinoceros in any novel for me. What I had publicized about saying, making a recipe, following a recipe for rhinoceros stew, where the instructions are: one, find a rhino, and this is the rhino, PTSD. And the what if question for this book is not important, although there's a good one. And what is important is the hero of the book, Nick Garrity, who has PTSD. He's a surgeon as a result of having a suicide bomber take out his hospital in Afghanistan along with his fiancée. And only his best friend, who saved his life there, survives along with Nick. And they both end up back in Washington, D.C. The friend has disappeared in a haze of alcoholism, and Nick is barely surviving a whole series of bad dreams, physiologic symptoms, and all the other terrible sequelae of PTSD. Nick is driving a mobile medical van around the cities of Baltimore and Washington, searching for his friend and taking care of homeless people, including a lot of vets. And that's his story. A second story is a story about a nurse who is searching for the killer of her sister. Jillian is the name of the nurse, and the police believe her sister killed herself, but Jillian is convinced otherwise. And these two stories, Nick's and Jillian's, very early in the novel, come together, and basically that's what the novel's going to be about. The two of them and a killer. which the Huffington Post called the scariest killer since Hannibal Lecter. Um, and this particular killer, Franz Kohler, K-O-L-L-E-R, is a master at what he calls the non-kill, which is making murder look like suicide or natural causes or anything that would make the police not question the mode of death. So basically, that's the book. It's the three of them, the two of them trying to find Franz Kohler. And it's very scary. There are some parts that are pretty graphic. Um, but underlying the whole thing is the theme of post-traumatic stress disorder. So I hope when the book comes out in paperback in another few weeks that you'll all buy it if you haven't bought it and enjoy reading it. The contest will be coming to a close very soon. I don't know if we'll have one more or two more episodes revolving around the new book, A Heartbeat Away. But either way, we'll be announcing the winners as soon as they exist. So thank you very much. Thanks for following me on the fan page. The numbers are growing steadily, and I am convinced that promoting my novels on social media is a way to go. I'm not a very promotional person. I don't push myself forward, but I'm enjoying this experience, and I'm enjoying connecting with all of you. So thanks very much. Peace.